Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Will Smith's ex-wife, Sheree Zampino, is suing his former friend, Bilaal Salon, claiming that he spread vicious lies about her sex life during a recent interview. How much does Sheree want? $1 million. A cool $1 million. According to the lawsuit, Sheree claims Bilaal recently turned his attention towards her after years of publicly targeting Will and Jada Smith, allegedly making outrageous, offensive, shocking, and hurtful statements during an appearance on Tasha K's Unwind With Tasha K series. In the suit, she points to a May 4th promotional clip from the interview that was shared across various social media platforms with text reading exclusive. Bilaal claims Will Smith's ex-wife, Sheree Zampino, was sleeping with everyone in Hollywood. And we can stop right there, fam, because you know where this is going. There's a picture of Will and Sheree back in 91. 91 was the year of what they call the greatest rap tour ever. That was Ghetto Boys, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. That was Kid and Play. It was Public Enemy. It was Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Leaders of the New School, before Busta Rhymes split up with them. And there were some alternate groups that was on the tour. But man, that was something else. And I remember Sheree from that tour, and it seemed like a nice woman to me. They were very, very close. And Will was with her the entire time. Will stayed on the bus. Will did his show and got right back on the bus and did whatever he's supposed to be doing or whatever in his private life. So, and I ain't never heard nothing bad about this woman in Hollywood. So I don't know what Bilaal is talking about. Maybe he knows something different. I don't know. But, I do find it a trip that when you allow somebody that close, into your circle, and you bring somebody into your circle, you bring somebody into your life, and, you elevate them to a point to where you pretty much entrust them with your life, because this guy, from what I understand, was Will's assistant for years. So this guy knows everything, almost everything about Will, right? Your assistant is like, if you would have a double, your assistant gets to learn you, they know the things that you like, what you don't like. Anybody that want to get to you, sometimes even your family, they have to go through your assistant, because, you're busy trying to be creative. You're busy trying to relax, live life, enjoy the fruits of your labor. And you put all of that stuff on your assistant. The assistant knows what gifts are being bought and who they're being bought for. They know your time of travel, the time that the plane take off, the number of the plane, who's boarding the plane with you, what hotel room you're staying in, what name you're staying under. They know the most intimate details about your life. If you decide that you're going to step out on your partner, they know about that. They know pretty much every damn thing, right? In some cases, the only time the assistant is not around you is when you're in your bed and the door is closed, But other than that, the assistant is on everything. And it's just trips me out how time and time again, I see these stories where these assistants are, exposing or, sharing information that's supposed to be private, or even just flat out lying. Now, I don't know if Buddy's lying or not, but there are some people out there that are lying. We saw the Puffy case, right? We saw that trial, and we saw people getting caught up in lies. I've been carefully monitoring the Smokey Robinson case, where the housekeepers in my opinion, was lying. You know, the assistants lying. You know, everybody seemed like everybody trying to get a lick, everybody trying to get some money. So what happens oftentimes is you have these people around you and they smile and you treat them like family and you love on them, you know, like you really embrace them as family. And, you know, they're everywhere. They're at all of your most private gatherings. They're around your children. Your children oftentimes call them uncle or aunt, or, you know, they trust them. They're around you all the time. They know all of your personal business because you trust them. You let them in. And if you're going to have an assistant, you got to let an assistant in. Otherwise, you can just do things yourself, right? People typically do not hire assistants easily. You know, they take their time vetting them. But when they do, they grow to trust them, right? And when somebody do you like this, even if it was true, if you want to get somebody back, you don't get them back like that. A lot of times these people be around you, man, and they be hating you the whole time. They be all up in your house, eating your food, enjoying your entertainment, you know, building their reputation off your rep, right? They get all the perks, but secretly they be hating on you. They be wishing that they had the life that you have. And that's fine to wish that you have the life, right? But to have the life that I have, no, you can't have that. That's my life. You can, I think it's cool to want a life like mine, right? You want to have a life similar to mine, but to want my life, nah, you can't have my life. My life is my life. And you have people all the time, all around you, that it's just envious. They're envious of you. Imagine, he was working with Will for years. Imagine how many years he was harboring those sentiments. Imagine how much he was seeing Will doing, that he was like, yeah, I'm going to tell this story one day, and writing it down, keeping a journal of everything. Right? Imagine. And it's not just him, but other people. But this is also a reason why you got to treat people really right. Because I'm not saying that Will didn't treat Dude right, but obviously Dude felt like somebody didn't treat him right. He felt like Jada didn't treat him right, whoever, right? You got to be really careful because a lot of these people already harbor resentment. So if you do them dirty, if they get a chance to get their lick back, they're going to get their lick back, right? You got people that try to expose you and people that tell your business anyway. Even if you treat them like royalty, you got people that'll cross you out. But if you treat them badly, oh, you can pretty much count on that. They are definitely going to get you. And guess what else they're going to do? Steal from you. They're going to steal from you. Because no matter how much you're paying them, you can pay them $100,000 a day. Or let's be reasonable, right? You can pay them, you can pay an assistant, let's say, you know, $500,000 a year. They're going to feel like they deserve more. Even if they don't hardly do anything, they're still going to believe or feel like they deserve more. Everybody always feel like they deserve more. Some of you, in fact, there ain't one person that's listening to me right now that's working anywhere, that has a job anywhere, that don't feel that you deserve more. And you don't like the idea that you're not getting more, right? Yeah, exactly. So this is why, you know, I take my time. I cherry pick people that I allow in my circle, fam, because, you know, I've been burned too. I've been burned, and, you know, I done dealt with housekeepers who stole. I'm talking about treat people like family. Give them extra money, right? Let them take off early, like really, really treat them like family. And they steal from you. Yeah. I'll say that rest of that story for the book. But yeah, man, I had one. Whoo, man, this woman stole, fam. And I'm like, that's cold blooded. Have them around your family, especially your children. You have them around your children treat them like a family member, and they betray you like that. Yeah, I just can't get around that. I can't get around that. Whatever Will did, I mean, man ain't tried to kill you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't tried to kill you. If he ain't try to, you know, make you homeless, like put you out in the streets or something and try to make you homeless, and man, all that other stuff, man. Yeah. But anyway, fam, what say you drop a comment? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah. It's one of those things for me, fam, that is just hard to fathom. And I'll tell you, I can't blame Sheree because, like I say, I've never heard her name being spoken in a bad way. I'm gonna tell you, fam, if somebody's out there in Hollywood doing something slick, if a woman is sleeping around, like really sleeping around, if she has a reputation of being a whore, you're gonna know. You're gonna know, because this, as big as this entertainment game is, it's very small. It's very small, and it's like a fraternity. People talk. So if that was really her rep, you would have heard something by now. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.